Hi everyone, I'm Lou, your Malta real estate advisor, and I'm here today with the video to explain you the procedure of renting an apartment in Malta. For you to know from the very beginning what you need when you start searching for a place to the moment that you move into your new home. So let's divide this in 5 steps. The first step is going to be the search. So if you already have started that part of the process, you may find that is a little bit overwhelming, that in Malta there is a lot going on. At least that personally happened to me for the first time when I moved to Malta. I have rented properties in other places in the world, but here in Malta I felt that it was a little bit all over the place. So there may be two paths. One is going to be owners direct, if you have the chance of finding an apartment maybe on Facebook through them, or it's going to be through an agent. Malta has a lot of different agencies. So I would suggest you doing a filter on them to the biggest listings that you feel comfortable with. But said that there is a lot of agencies, that means that there is a lot of agents around. Yes, all of us on Facebook as well trying to promote our properties. So if you have gone into the loop of Facebook Market, you can find that most of the properties that you see there, they tend to answer you that they're not available anymore and ask you for personal details. On a very short story, that it's kind of the place where agents fish for a client so that they can offer them what actually is available in the market. So not that they don't want to offer you that, it's just that the listings that may be online are older listings, yes? And maybe you didn't hit on the one that they just posted this month or actually got rented. Malta is a very fast market. So in that case, when it comes to the search, my recommendation will be for you to either, if you want to go through Facebook, check out the groups. Normally agents tend to put their properties that are actually available and they're trying to get people for viewings. So you may get better luck putting long lets in Malta, expat property in Malta, or things like that on the Facebook search, and there you will find these groups that may be more according to what you're actually looking and for the dates that you may be looking. That also will change. Generally what you're seeing as Facebook is pretty much for immediate rent. If you're looking for something a little bit on a longer term, in Malta it's not that easy to get things booked too many months ahead. But still, if you're coming from outside and you're trying to find a property for your family for the next 2-3 months, get in touch with an agency and they will assess you accordingly. Yes. So in this part of the search, my suggestion is going to be go over to the agency's pages as well, and look for properties that you actually like, consult from them. That will take you into an agent. Yes, try to stick to one agent per agency to avoid your life being a chaos. Normally, if you start texting everyone on Facebook, for example, all these agents are going to be texting you back and you may not even know who you're talking with or what apartments you're talking about anymore. So maybe to make it a smoother run, I suggest you taking a few of the agencies and talking and working with one of those agents only. Now, just for you to know, different to most parts of the world when working with agents, here in Malta, the property listings are not privately of only one agency. Most of the properties, yes. So every agency shares, I would say, a 90% of their listings in between, because all owners can sign with all agencies, yes. So not having that privacy, you'll find that most agencies will be offering what it is available at that moment, and 9 out of 10 are going to be the same property that the other agency. So try to go with the agent that you feel comfortable with, and they will do their best to find you something good, nice, that checks all your boxes to actually go for what would be the next step, that is the viewing. Yeah, the viewings is now our second step. And here is a smoother part. You're gonna go see the place that should be as similar to what you've seen in the pictures, or even sometimes better, because some pictures may be old or the owners just got them with their phones. Yes, so you're going to actually get a feel of the place and you get the chance to meet your landlord. In this case, I will suggest you have a little bit of a chat with them. They're going to be the ones that you are actually renting a place from, the ones you're going to have a relationship with, the one that's going to be in charge, that if anything gets broken, you call them and contact them, yes? Once you've decided to rent an apartment, the agent, we are always there for you, but it's not legally responsible for anything that can happen between the arrangement, yes? So that way, during the viewing, you get a chance to know your landlords, who is the one that you're going to be communicating with all the time, yeah? So that said, take advantage to talk a little bit with them. Also, I will tell you, see if there's going to be any negotiation price so that you can get ready to make an offer, and ask for your sample contract. This way, when you make an offer, you know what you would be signing for, and all the next process that may be a little bit faster goes smoother because you know what is in the contract that you will be signing. Yes. So finally, you've done a few viewings, you found your perfect home, and you're ready to go to step 3, that is the booking. You're booking your place entails putting a deposit down. So a deposit normally is going to be of the same amount of your rent, yes, of a month rent. So some places may have a different one. I'm talking on a general standard. And if you have pets, or normally they're going to ask for 2 deposits or even a fee per animal. That will depend on the owner's agreements, and you will know that from the very beginning. The agent should have told you, this apartment, the deposit is a standard of a 1-month rent, or this apartment has a 2-month deposit. You know, you want to know that ahead of time, because it's all the money that you will have to put all together, and sometimes it can raise up on numbers. Yes. So once you are ready to book, you've seen the apartment, you like it, you're on step 3, we're going for booking. Here, it's important that you understand that it's a fast-paced market, and that until the owner has no deposit on hand, the apartment is not off the market, and they get lots of viewings, generally speaking, especially if you found a bargain, yes, meaning a very, very good deal, or a great location or things like that. But generally, the market in Malta is extremely fast. So when the agent is telling you, hey, I need the deposit if you really want to go for it, it's not just the pushing part of the sales that sometimes may come in between, if not that they actually do own. There are certain owners that are going to press for it, because if not, the next is first come, first serve, basically. Yeah, let's put it like that. So in that case, once you're ready, you put the deposit down. That is money that goes to the owner directly. Either the agent will ask you to pay the owner directly, or sometimes you pay the agent and the agents pay the owners. That depends on each working structure. There is not one way to do that. Now, once you pay the deposit, your agent should give you a deposit receipt where you have the information of what you're agreeing to, the rent that you will be paying, which is the apartment. That way you can have your peace of mind until the day that you sign the contract, that you have a receipt for the money that you have paid for that deposit. Yes. Once that's done, you have the owner's handshake, the apartment is yours. But don't relax yet, and let's jump to step 4, that is signing the contract. I will suggest you sign the contract as soon as possible. It doesn't matter how far away you're going to be moving, just sign the contract as soon as possible, so that you have a legal bond and agreement to everything. Yes. For that step, you will need, during the contract, we will ask you normally for your personal ID, email, and phone number, which is information that goes to inside the contract for house authority and for the owner as well. You will have their details, and they will have yours to communicate in anything that they need on the future. This should be a smooth run, because you've already seen the contract. You already have your deposit down. So this is a matter of agreeing with the owners what date works best for everyone and the agent. It can be maybe at the agent office or it can be in the apartment, yes. And just go there, sign a copy for each one. And this copy on a future is going to be, once you moved, registered in house authority. Now, at the moment of the contract, it comes your second moment of paying. And in this case, you're going to be paying the agency fee. The agency fee, as a general standard, is of a 50% of the rent plus VAT. The VAT is an 18% tax, yes? So be expected that that's the moment that you settle the fee with the agency generally. Yeah? And once that's done, everyone has a copy of their contract and we're ready to move into the last step. You probably have agreed on this and it's on the contract, your date of agreement, yes, your date, of moving in. And once you move in that day, you get the keys of your house, and just wait a second and do these two things before everything's settled. You will need to run over an inventory. The owners will give you the inventory of the house. You will run with them together. Make sure that the things that they are in the inventory are actually in the place and that they are in the conditions that it says they are. This is an attachment to the contract that goes to house authority. Yes, for the future, in case anything is needed, they will have that to go. And if the owner says, no, but I had this and it's broken and blah, blah, they will have this to go back to. Yes. And the other thing I'm going to suggest you is go over a deep look in the house, look at anything that may need some fixing. Is the moment to talk so that the owner knows. A lot of these properties pass from tenant to tenant and not necessarily the owner knows or have been informed that maybe a door is a little bit loose, yes, or a handle is not working properly. So actually those things are things that they expect us as tenants to tell them, so that they can take care of their properties at the max, yes? So take advantage of that moment, take the first day to see anything and report it, so that way you guys are both in the same in the same page, and that way you're ready to enjoy your house for the rest of your rental. Once you finish your rental agreement, yes, you will get back your deposit. I hope this video helped have an idea of how this process goes from the beginning to the end, what to expect it to pay, when are you expected to pay, and everything. So if you're looking for a property, feel free to contact me to any of my details, and I'll be happy to have a free call with you, guide you a little bit more on what is the questions that you have, yes, or leave any comments in the any questions in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them as well. I hope this video clarifies your doubt, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.